my tongue. Don't cry for me. Chicago, nigga.
What's up, everybody? And we back. And we back. See a lot of vultures. What's up, y'all? It's your boy NotesDaGawd, the guardian angel, and we back. We got more for you. You dig what I'm saying? We got a crazy lineup today. Ooh, they say we gonna get messy, but I say we just dressing up the salad dressing on all the BS that's going on. But listen here, but we got a great lineup today. We got our good folks, Professor Jiang, that was on the SNEAKO. SNEAKO had did a live with Professor Jiang explaining the whole war situation. That man had intuition, like, you know what I'm saying, a genie in a bottle. And then we're going to slide to our good boy, Solluminati. He has some things to say, too. I follow him, too. Shout out, big fan to my boy. And then I'm going to stir up a little more tea in the pot. And then I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit on top of what one of our veterans had to say about the whole Israel war thing. So, we ain't gonna waste no more tizzle on the clizzle. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna get right to it. You know my slogan, man. Let's get right to it. We're gonna get right to it. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Here we go.
With his predictions, if Trump were smart, he would hire Jiang as a political strategist, and he would try to analyze and figure out what Iran's gonna do based off of Jiang. Professor Jiang predicts the U.S. will lose Iran war. Jiang, why? Why, Jiang?
Another heavy hitter guest and first-time guest on the show, Professor Jiang. He is the star of the popular YouTube channel Predictive History. He uses game theory to analyze past, current, and to predict.
He been on point too. I ain't even gonna hold y'all on Guardian Angel. That man been on point.
Yeah, of course. So, you know, for people who aren't familiar with your work, I wanted to show folks that back in 2024, you made three big predictions. One, that Trump would win. Two, that he would start a war with Iran. And three, that the U.S. would lose that war. Let's take a listen to that.
In this class this semester, I'm making three big predictions, right? First is that Trump will win in November. Second is that
he's not a crypto Jew. Look at him.
War against Iran. And the third big prediction is that the United States will lose this war,
Chad, am I a crypto
which
Jew?
will forever change the global order.
So obviously that last one is the only one that has not yet come to fruition. Is quite a stunning prediction. You know, do you stand by it, and what have you seen so far that leads you to sort of stand firm in that conclusion?
So, given my analysis of how the war is progressing, I think that Iran has many more advantages over the United States. The reality is that right now, it's a war of attrition between the United States and Iran, and the Iranians have been preparing 20 years for this conflict. In their technology, in their religion, this is a war against the great Satan. They've had many practice runs. Last June was a 12-day war when the Iranians were able to examine and analyze the strike capacities of both the Israelis and the Americans. And they've had a lot of time, 8 months, to prepare fully for
I'm a Hindu
this new attack.
What should I be doing during the end times? Genuine question.
Bro, you should say La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.
For
what
real.
I always say on Judgment Day when you're like, when you see God and you have to explain that you worship 330 million gods.
Million,
no disrespect.
Exactly.
But bro, like, which? What are you?
That's a fact, bro.
Just come to the truth. Are you gonna worship a flower and a fire like Modi, or are you gonna come to the truth, bro? It's one God.
Through the proxies, the Houthi.
Because that's a fact. When it's time to stand in front of the Creator, and you gonna want to go in one of them 7 gates of heaven, of paradise, and when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala look down on thee, and you be like, oh Allah, please forgive me, I didn't know. Can I please come through the pearly gates of heaven? You know what he's going to reply with you.
How about new?
Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Shia militias have been able to really grasp the American mentality, and now they have a pretty good strategy of how to weaken and ultimately destroy the American empire. So what the Iranians are doing is they're waging war against the entire global economy. And so they are striking the GCC countries. Not only are they striking GCC countries, American bases, they're going after the critical energy infrastructure of these bases. They blocked off the Strait of Hormuz. And eventually, they will go after the water desalination plants, which is the lifeblood of these nations because they don't have fresh water supply. In fact, the water desalination plants provides 60% of the GCC's water supply.
I want to take notes now.
Me too. So y'all peep. He said they're gonna go after and that's smart. After the GCC water supply. Hold on. Let's ChatGPT that real quick because you know ChatGPT is my, you know what I'm saying, my crypto brother. We're gonna see what Chat got to say real quick, ladies and gents, if you don't mind. Who has the highest GCC water supply over in the Middle East? Oh, okay. The Gulf Corporation includes Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, and Oman. Just so happens some of those that they quote unquote bombed, right?
A drone, and you know these drones cost $50,000. If they wipe out a desalination plant in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and it's a city of 10 million people, right?
Didn't I just say Saudi Arabia?
Boom shakalaka!
They'd be out of water in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks.
Dang.
And right now, the Iranians have de facto closed off the Strait of Hormuz, and the GCC gets 90% of its food from the Strait of Hormuz. So I know a lot of people are talking about the disruptions to the global economy, but
90% of their food. So if that water goes down and they bomb that,
right now the Iranians are actually threatening the very existence of Saudi Arabia, UAE, Bahrain, Qatar. And
I just said that before he even said that. I never seen this video too on Guardian Angel.
Of the American economy. So what they do is they sell petrodollars and then they recycle the petrodollars back into the American economy through the investments in the stock market. And right now we know that the entire American economy is propped up by AI investments in data centers. And a lot of that comes from the Gulf states. So
that's what I just said again. That GPT that, what does that say right here, guys? The Gulf Corporation. So Iran knew once they dropped them bombs over Baghdad, they was already ready to hit whatever because that's going to weaken them. Because not only is Saudi Arabia, I'm assuming Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, and all the other ones is not helping. They say, okay, if you don't get down, you're going to lay down. Long story short.
The Gulf states are no longer able to sell oil, and they're no longer able to finance AI, this AI bubble in the United States. Then this AI bubble will burst, and with it will burst as well as the entire American economy, which is really a financial Ponzi scheme. So that's a dire situation right now.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, sir, an Amazon data center was literally hit in the UAE, and now, of course, big.
Boom shakalaka!
That man preaching. Give that man some aura right now. Give him a little bit of aura, man. Just a little bit of aura.
With his predictions, if Trump were smart, he would hire Jiang as a political strategist, and he would try to analyze and figure out what Iran's going to do based off of.
Well, guess what, SNEAKO? He's not smart. You know who Trump is?
Jiang. But
especially looking at the UAE as a major potential data center investment hub with cheap and abundant energy, probably going to be rethinking that. We also wanted to talk to you about munitions. We can put this next one up here on the screen. The United States is racing to accomplish Iran mission before munitions run out. This is specifically around interceptor mats. There's a famous video just from yesterday in Israel, which shows a single Iranian ballistic missile which is being targeted by some 11 different interceptors, all of which miss. Most of those come from the United States, not to mention all of the different bases, the GCC countries that you just talked about, and the asymmetry of the cost. It's $1 million for a missile, tens of millions per interceptor in some of these cases. With these munitions running out, how does that change?
SNEAKO, my brother, I know you just like a cigarette, brother. It's Ramadan, man.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
Come on, SNEAKO, we gotta do better than that, bro.
The global picture. So you're in China, obviously, much of the stocks in Asia of the United States are likely to have to be cannibalized if this were to go on. How's that going to affect the global picture here?
Right, so my first point is that the United States military is not designed to fight a 21st century war. Remember, the military-industrial complex came to being after World War II and was designed to fight the Cold War. And the Cold War was really about muscle flexing, about who was able to send people up into space, who was the first to get the person on the moon, who had the more complex missile systems. And so the entire American military strategy revolves around very sophisticated technology that costs a lot of money to build. And that's what the American air defense system is basically. And that's why we're seeing this asymmetry, as you point out, in this war, where you have these $1 million missiles trying to take out these $50,000 drones. And it's not sustainable in the long term. And so what we're seeing is really the puncturing of the aura of invincibility and inability to sustain American hegemony for the past 20 years, especially after the collapse of the Soviet Union. And this is really a reordering of not just the global economy, because this signals the collapse of the petrodollar and with it the entire US dollar-based reserve currency system, but also the global hegemony of the United States. We're moving towards a multipolar world.
Professor, this morning, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth was asked a question about potential ground troops in Iran. He refused to rule out that possibility, and he said, you know,
we already know what Jiang's going to say, that they're going to deploy troops because of hubris. Trump cares about appearances, so he's going to put troops on the ground. I agree. I think that troops are going to be deployed, and that's going to be a grave mistake for Epstein Empire.
We're not going to project to you what we will or will not do, but we don't want to, you know, rule anything out. We will do what it takes. Do you think that America will end up invading Iran from the ground, since it's already becoming relatively clear they won't be able to accomplish the goal of regime change or even collapse using just air power alone?
Of course they are.
Right, so everyone says that the worst calamity that could happen in the United States is if it were to send ground troops into Iran. At the same time, the United States are committed to regime change in Iran. We've never had a precedent in history where you were able to regime change from the air alone. You need
shakalaka!
ground troops. And so unfortunately, what's going to happen over the next few months is that pressure will build on America to send ground troops, especially from the GCC countries and from Israel, which are being pounded right now by the Iranians. So
what's the update with Venezuela? We did regime change in Venezuela. Have there been troops deployed? Everybody stopped talking about that.
Remember that if the GCC countries, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE,
Kuwait,
Iran, if they go, then the petrodollar goes with them. So the Americans need to protect these countries, and these countries are going to demand that either the Americans bribe the Iranians to cease, and this is like $5 trillion in indemnity, okay?
Yeah, we know that they gave the oil to Israel, as I predicted, but we don't know. I'm asking about the troops, like, and about regime change now, right? Because if you don't accomplish regime change without putting troops on the ground, has that been accomplished in Venezuela? We need to look at that again.
Or send ground troops to wipe out the Iranian threat once and for all. And I know that there's no political will for ground troops to be used against Iran among American people. But remember that 78% of American people was against initial strikes against Iran in the first place.
Right. And one of the things that really comes into question, I think, with all of this, sir, when we're looking at the geopolitical picture and the sacrificing in much of this from the United States on behalf of Israel, is kind of a question as to who and what wanted this. We were actually curious for your view on a disputed report here from the Washington Post. We can put it up here on the screen, F3. A push from the Saudis. Israel helped move Trump to attack Iran. Now, this has been internally disputed by Saudi Arabia, saying that they did not push the Trump administration to attack Iran. However, this is clearly an authorized leak from our own government, trying to at least lay some of the blame on behalf of the GCC. What do you make of this
take notes, ladies and
analysis
gentlemen,
of this narrative that Saudi Arabia was also trying to be behind this push to bomb Iran?
So I've always argued that both Saudi Arabia and Israel are heavily invested in regime change in Iran. In fact, Saudi Arabia sees Iran as much more of an existential crisis than Israel. Because remember, Israel still has nuclear weapons, and Israel is a very diverse, very sophisticated economy, whereas Saudi Arabia is completely reliant on oil. And they've always had problems with Iran.
So that backs the theory that Israel and Mossad, they were behind that bombing of the oil refinery in Saudi. So who's the Sunni country that's really standing up? Was the last one really Palestine? Or you have Pakistan now. Afghanistan is predominantly Sunni. It seems like it's mostly Shias fighting Israel.
Because Iran is a theocracy opposed to the Saudi monarchy.
Oh, Turkey.
Iran funds and equips the Houthis, which have been antagonistic towards Saudi Arabia for the longest time. And right now, the Saudi economy is suffering. It's been trying to pivot towards more of a tourist economy. That's why they brought in Ronaldo. That's why they're switching to e-gaming. That's why they're building something called a line, NEOM. And all these things are not working out. So they need to be able to control the oil resources of the entire Middle East if they are to survive and thrive as a nation. So I do believe that this reporting is credible, even though it does make Saudi Arabia look bad. But remember, Saudi Arabia says that they want a peace, but they are helping the Israelis and Americans attack Iran right now because they're allowing the Israelis and Americans to use.
I go straight to you, Saudi Arabia. Sucks.
Saudi airspace.
Sucks to be young.
Am I cooked from going back to Medina, Mecca? You know,
nah.
I hope not, bro.
Ain't nobody cooked. I am still gonna make my pilgrimage to Hajj. The Kaaba ain't got nothing to do with anybody. Ain't got nothing to do with Prophet Ibrahim and Prophet, you know what I'm saying, Ishmael that built that mofo. And ain't got nothing to do with Prophet Muhammad solidifying that Kaaba. I'm going to make my pilgrimage because it's part of my 5 pillars of Islam. You know what I'm saying?
Understand, because it still feels to me like there's some pieces that don't totally add up. You had, in advance of this war on Iran, you had top military brass up to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff saying, this is a really bad idea. You know, we are not ready for this. You know, all the math on the interceptors that's been talked about for months at this point. And yet Trump still decided to go ahead. What is the calculus that he was making here that led him to take what, you know, already appears to be catastrophic actions?
Right, okay. So this is the key question. Why do they do this? I think there are 3 possibilities, okay? And I think all 3 possibilities are valid. The first is the idea of hubris. Look at history. This is how empires behave.
That's how they fail.
Arrogance was quick, successful, and it was an adrenaline rush for Trump. And
so he thinks that Iran's going to be another Maduro.
And that made him overconfident in the capacity of the American military, okay? So hubris is a factor, and we see this throughout history. Why did Hitler invade Stalin? Because he conquered Europe really easily, and he thought he was invincible.
Hitler thought that Poland was going to be Russia. Nope. Stalin and Russia were not going to be as easy as Poland.
Right, and that led to the destruction of the German army in the Soviet Union. So hubris is a factor. Then you have to look at internal political calculus, where even though America does not benefit from this war against Iran, Trump himself personally benefits. Why? Because the Saudis and the Israelis are bribing him to attack Iran. Remember that $2 billion in the private equity fund of Jared Kushner.
$2 billion. Hold on. What did he say?
Bribing him to attack Iran. Remember that the Saudis invested $2 billion in the private equity fund of Jared Kushner, who is the son-in-law of Donald Trump. And
how much money did the Saudi Arabians invest into Jared Kushner? Saudi Arabia invested about $2 billion into a company founded by Jared Kushner after he left the White House. And who is Jared Kushner? Jared Kushner is an American businessman, real estate investor, and political figure. He is best known for being the son-in-law and senior advisor of former U.S. President Donald S. Trump. It's nasty, guys. It's nasty.
Israelis through Miriam Adelson have been financing Trump's political career.
Millions of dollars.
Miriam Adelson, a few months back, said that she will put up $250 million if Trump were to run a third term.
$250
So
$250 million. That's nasty work. One more time, guys.
Adelson, a few months back, said that she will.
Now, mind you, he's from Israel, and he will front $250 million.
Put up $250 million if Trump were to run a third term.
$250.
So Trump is getting a lot of financial and political support from the Saudi.
I think it was in that same speech I just tweeted where Mark Levin puts his arm around Trump, low bros him, and says Trump is our first Jewish president. Trump goes, it's true. In that same speech, Miriam Adelson saying she put up a $250 million for a third term, which is
that's nasty
against
work.
the Constitution.
Really is. Also remember that if this war goes sideways and Trump is forced to use ground troops, he will probably get approval from Congress, and this will give him emergency war powers, which will allow him to influence the midterms. So Trump is thinking about a third term, and I think at the ballot box he probably won't get it. But if there's a war going on and you can delay elections and you have emergency war powers and people rally around the flag, then he probably will get a third term.
Are y'all hearing this? Sneak. I know you about to. What you about to say, Sneak?
That
you could delay the elections during wartime?
Wait. Did I hear that right? Is this Donald Trumpy is doing all this just to get back into office?
So this is a strategy for a third term?
I
thought that ended after FDR. That's the he's using the Zelensky method.
That's nasty work, Ski.
Wow.
That's nasty work,
well,
Sneak.
we know how we're campaigning.
it's very important. It's an eschatological factor where if you look at the Epstein files, it's clear that we are run by secret societies.
One more, wait. Now you be getting nasty. What you say, my brother?
It's very important. It's an eschatological factor where if you look at the Epstein files, it's clear that we are run by secret societies.
They said them X-Files.
Clear that the world is run by these individuals who have a lot of power. We don't know who they are, but they control the military. They control the national security apparatus.
And we do know who they are. Well,
we know.
Work for,
we know who they work for. Yes. Yes.
We know who they work for.
We know who they work for. You know exactly who they are. They ain't playing.
Illuminati.
They ain't slick.
And the Illuminati are composed of three major groups. Okay, you have the Jesuits who control the Vatican. You have the 17 Frankists which control the modern state of Israel today. You have the Freemasons which control the national security apparatus of the United States. And they.
I want to take notes. So the three groups that control, the three groups are Illuminati or of the Illuminati are the Frankists. The Freemasons who control national security. And the other one, hold on.
Believe Freemasons.
What did he say?
Control the national security. You have the 17 Frankists.
And the Jesuit order of the Vatican.
Is key to the end time.
All of them are.
In creating heaven on earth. So it's almost like a script that they're following, even though it doesn't make any geopolitical sense. Okay, so I would say that these three are the best reasons why this is happening.
Wow. Well, sir, I hope you come back. This was very informative, I think, for both of us. We deeply appreciate your time. Thank you.
That's nasty.
Hey, if you
Jiang the GOAT, great video. Great
video. That sounds crazy. We ain't gonna waste no time. Now, I'm gonna jump into what my boy Solluminati. Since we on top of the topic of Solluminati, we're gonna jump right into what my boy gotta say real quick. We're not gonna play the whole video. If you want to see the whole video, you can jump on his page. But I feel like he had a couple good points and what he's talking about. And I'm glad to see another streamer or another guy that's streaming that's on the internet talking about this, besides beef with other streamers or collabs with girls giving them the clap. And I'm not talking about a round of applause. You dig? Now, let's get right to it. As I say, let's get right to it. Solluminati, talk to me, brother.
Why is my shit naturally crooked, bro? Fuck.
That's how it is. That's good. Come on.
What we doing, man? Now, first thing first, what's good with y'all young boys? Hey, man. So listen. So we going to war now, I guess. I'm so tired of these motherfuckers. Bro, listen. I'm so tired of the Matrix. Like, when is this nigga? Is Jesus? I'm waiting on Jesus just like the rest of y'all niggas. I'm waiting on Allah. One of them niggas need to pull up and just get this shit up out the fucking. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of the same shit. I'm tired of all this shit, bro. I'm being honest with you. It's not fun to me. It's not funny. I don't want no credit with nothing. I don't want to see no notifications. So said this. So was right. Because at the time, you was a fucking bot. And then you just looked at niggas laughing at me, turning me into memes and all type of bullshit. But then every time something come out 5-6 years later, nigga, you too late. Don't talk to me now. Don't tell me to come speak on some shit. Because I don't care. I don't care.
Boom shakalaka!
This video is not going to be that long. I ain't going to, bro, at this point, look. At this point, I'm just not interested. Back in 2019, 2020, I'm telling y'all, we was talking about the whole Epstein, the bullshit. I'm keep getting community guidelines strike. Niggas treating me like Jonathan Stewart. I'm getting banned every time.
Epstein files.
Community guideline strike, channel demonetized on.
Mine's gonna come.
We talking about this shit. It was a whole movement. They called it QAnon and Q this.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about the kids, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happened. It's like, bro, we in a. Do y'all niggas not understand we in the Matrix, bro? This shit is ran like a computer. We in the Matrix. You can predict every fucking thing.
Preach.
Y'all talk about Epstein now 5-6 years later. Now all of a sudden a war spying out of nowhere. It's the same motherfucking scripts, bro. And I'm tired. Bro, listen. Nobody gives a fuck about the children. They don't.
Nope.
Yes, niggas been eating with full menus of kids, nigga. The niggas look up to, bitch. Yes.
Talk heavy soul.
When you got somebody who's risking it all right in front of your whole ass, you just laugh at them. But then y'all bot ass motherfuckers wait for the same niggas who's look at my camera. Yeah, we know the glow is crazy. But then the same motherfuckers we talking about come out, which is the government, and tell y'all, oh yes,
Boom shakalaka!
Saying this and this. Then y'all believe it? But you don't believe it when your own bro, the niggas you fuck with come right. Oh, bro, you just tripping.
On Guardian Angel, I believed you soul. Hold up, man. Switch the job real quick. On Guardian Angel, everything I love and everything above, I believe you, my brother. I knew that it was something down dirty going on. And I said, you know what? I'm going to stop doing these dumb behind reaction to these idiots. And I'm going to start putting real stuff out here. They flag me to get flagged. It is what it is. But so I feel you, my brother. I feel you.
Like, do you not know how much of a fucking bot you are? Y'all too late now. And listen, they don't care. The motherfuckers you see talking about anything that have to do with kids, what they talking about now? The war.
The war.
What happened to the kids, bro? You see how they keep flip-flopping to the next thing that the government do? They're bots. Because if you really cared about anything that have to do with a kid, nigga, and this, all this, I don't even want to say the bitch ass nigga, because, bro, they just switching bodies, bro. Nobody's leaving this bitch. It's technology.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nothing happening to none of them. That queen, all of them, nigga, they here.
You mean Prince Andrew? Prince Andrew, ain't nothing happened to that mofo.
But you ain't gonna take me serious saying this now, is you? But when shit hit the fan, watch, okay. I don't even need to get on Twitter or know any fucking thing, and it's like I naturally be already prepared for it fucking years ago. You go and look on my phone, all this note. Oh, so was right, so was this, so was that. And I just don't, it makes me not even want to just get on the internet, dude.
That's a
you
fact.
Can risk everything for these people. Bro, they can't think for themselves. They need to go and vote for all these weirdos. They gotta go do this weird shit, bro. Anybody that's attached to anything that have to do with the anybody that's attached to anything that have to do with these people or these niggas, they ain't people.
Nah.
You got an appetite of kids, nigga. I can't fuck with you. I'm telling y'all, anybody that has anything to do with that, and that's their content, you just entertainment, bro. They ain't gonna do shit about it. What can you do about it? Because the deeper you go, the darker it get, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're gonna be looking at shit that don't exist.
Mm-hmm.
But it do. Do you get what I'm saying to you, bot? Shit gonna start getting weird. So you move on. Oh, Trump, ACM 130, he chopper gunning niggas now. Nah, you say, what the kid shit, we talk about this now. Why y'all can't just focus on one thing? Or just get the fuck up out of all that energy in the first place? Bro, they harvesting y'all niggas' attention and energy, bro.
Yep.
They trauma harvesting y'all niggas.
Yep.
Enough of
Don't worry, so I still got them videos on about them kids, and I just dropped the joint, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm right there with you, my brother. I ain't lying.
Start caring, yeah. Then they sprinkle a little celebrity like seasoning on their little rituals. It's always a celebrity spying out of nowhere who all of a sudden just deep into politics and shit.
Facts.
Y'all fucking over my essays with the ice shit.
Facts.
Like, bro, everything is perfectly organized in scripts. They've been making camps, bro. Them kids is not making it across no borders. Them little Mexican kids, nigga. They never have been.
How about
nigga, you separate them from their family, they have nowhere to go. Where you think they going, nigga? Yes, to islands, bitch. I already dropped a video about frequency drinkers, nigga. What do they prefer? Baby blood. I've been saying all this shit. But when I say it, it just don't matter. Niggas just gotta laugh and shit. They just gotta laugh at me. I'm talking about chicken sandwiches and different shit, how they sprinkle DNA into y'all food and shit. Motherfuckers still laughing. I told y'all most shit is fake.
I was right there, made that video about the rabbi talking about the fast food and how they killing the kids and chopping the kids and eating the kids up there.
Still laughing. But now when shit hitting the fan and hitting y'all, people want to beg that I speak on something. Bro, you're dead near 7 years late. It was a whole movement talk about this shit that got completely wiped from the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And I put y'all on there in 2020. But I'm a conspiracy theorist. Man, fuck, man. Internet shit don't deserve me, though. When you got a nigga that's from a nigga that's from the trenches and shit talking to you about this shit, and you automatically labeled a conspiracy theorist. Bitch, I don't drink or smoke. 122 fucking days. Pure glow. Pure semen. Gazing.
Woo! Get that man some aura. I'm gonna give you some aura right here, baby. I see you live.
83 days, no weed. Nigga, you can see my lips. And then go look at my other fucking videos. You can see the dark aura that was on me. And look at me now. Nigga, I ain't fucking writing nothing, nigga. In the sun. Kaiser. Y'all niggas don't understand we in the matrix, bruh. We in a matrix. That's ran by what you would call fucking parasitic demons. They can't ascend, they can't go nowhere. All they can do is just create shit. Create rituals and just toy with energy. It's just nothing about, it's all it is harvesting, bro. That's it. And yes, when they start spiking up these wars and shit, yes, nigga, it's gonna be chaos this summer. This is just the tip. Yeah. You supposed to already had knew this. This is how they work. This is how they operate. Nigga, Trump ain't running shit, man. Talk to me about no motherfucking puppets. That nigga ain't even got a skin color. My nigga's orange. My nigga. These niggas is just toying with y'all, bro.
Brother,
Don't talk to me about, I don't want to talk to you. You don't care about them kids and you just want to know some shit. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't
Nada, nada.
Don't talk to me. I don't care how many subs, nothing you have. You're not gonna say nothing.
Nada.
Playing your little video. I'm about to do this. Fuck it. Fuck everybody. Shit, fuck it. Fuck the kids. Fuck the matrix.
I've been saying this too before I saw this video on Guardian Angel. When I start doing my vids, y'all, I swear. No, I don't swear. Wallahi, I promise you. I said I ain't doing no more videos on these dumb behind streamers. No more videos on this drama over here or this tea over here. We're going straight to the source of what's going on. And the more people like me, SNEAKO, more people to come out and start doing videos going to be aware, because right now streamers have a really huge voice. So let's use it. You know what I'm saying? Man.
That's like signing a contract in the unseen. You don't know nothing about this. That's the real way you selling your soul, nigga. You know what they are, but you still worship them. Just like y'all doing to the motherfucking Jay-Z's and Beyonce's and all this. Nothing is going to change about their life until you start seeing that Aurora Borealis or whatever the fuck in areas. You going to start seeing shit. That's when you know the matrix is really glitching and crumbling. When shit really start hitting the fan. By nature, weather, all type of shit. You gonna see shit in Detroit and Chicago that you ain't never seen before. Bro, we in a matrix. Other than that, this scripted shit that they got going on, don't talk to me about it, man. We're living in a fucking anime or something. Weird shit coming from my energy and shit, nigga. Bro. But nothing is gonna change about anything y'all find out about. All they gonna do is switch bodies. Yes. You gonna see niggas starting to look different. Naturally. You can see me come on this bitch with the glow. The fuck? Look at your scalp. Bitch just getting sprayed 24/7. Don't, nothing. But I bet you regret having them that type of energy on your shit when you just trying to have fun. You gotta leave niggas alone, dude.
Ooh, bad. Alright, if y'all want to see the rest of that joint, like I said, that joint is up on Solluminati page. That brother was going in. Man. Are y'all not prepared? Are y'all not prepared? Or as they say in the entertainment world, are you not entertained? So this is the last thing I'm going to drop. This is the last bombshell I'm going to drop because like I said, I have a whole lot of bombs, you know what I'm saying? But what threw me for the loop, you dig what I'm saying?
Okay, so you see this guy here.
Hold on. We're getting it ready for you. What threw me for the loop is when I seen this video, we're going to end it off right here. A Marine Corps vet. Did y'all hear me? A Marine Corps vet said it himself. What the HE double hockey sticks is they doing fighting this war? Let's tune in real quick.
Okay, so you see this guy here with his arm all twisted in the door? Well, this is a Marine Corps veteran who has just stood up against American people fighting and dying for Israel, and he's just had his arm completely snapped by the senator and all the security. Check this out.
Israel is the reason for this war. America does not want to fight this war for Israel. Let's go.
Look at it. I'm just gonna play it. Look at this. Look at this. A Marine Corps vet. Oh man. Like, thank God he put it in his heart to tell the truth, and this is deep. Don't let this go over y'all head right here, guys.
This is wrong, and nobody wants to fight for Israel.
Wow, look at this. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. The senator done broke this man's hand. Woo. It's sad, man. It's so sad. Look at everybody. Nobody turned around. He just turned around because he's just like, what the hell? Nobody. They still in function. Everybody know they hear what's going on. Everybody see what's going on. But nobody turned around. Nobody. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim.
You won't even look back. Look at you guys. You're like robots. Oh my God, what is happening? And you're not even looking back. Any of you four-star generals. Oh my God, what is happening right now? Eyes front, robots. Shame. Shame. Oh my God, you guys. What did I just see? I'm getting out of here.
That's fine. Everybody sit down, please.
Oh my God, what is
That's fine. Okay, good.
On that note, we're going to end it right there, guys. All I'm going to say is stay woke. It's a lot going on out there. Let's not forget about these kids. Bill Clinton just got away with murder. Bill Gates just got away with murder. When I say murder, I'm talking about these kids. Prince Andrews just got away with murder. When I talk about murder, I'm talking about these kids. Trump just getting away with murder. When I talk about murder, I'm talking about these kids, and God knows whatever else he did for him have to bow down to these guys and do this. Leave your comments in the comment section. Keep liking, subscribe. Say what you gotta say. Let's put this video in the algorithm. I got more stuff coming out. Like I said, I'm gonna do my entertainment when I do that entertainment, but right now this is more important. Let's not forget about the kids. Let's lock in. I'll be back, twin. Assalamu alaikum. I am out of here.
the light skin one? NotesDaGawd.